consent.
And Will Kincaid wants an apology because I made a joke.
And my audience is getting it. I don't know why you.
See, we actually have proof against you.
Really? Show it.
Yes. Well, we have your Smokey Lee Peterson debate that you deny having. The fact that you've changed your age several times.
The funny several times. Then what's my right age? You don't actually know, do you?
You said you was like a year younger to me, like the first time we talked.
So you have no clue. You have no actual clue.
You would be about 43.
Okay, so no, actually, I'm 44 now because I had a birthday last October.
So you're as old as I am now.
So 44. So actually, you got that wrong already. So you don't even have your dates right.
Well, yeah, no, I think you told me you was 39.
You're claiming to have.
I think I was like, the first time we talked, I was like 42, maybe 42.
Well, whatever, any of those ages are still not the age of the person you're claiming to be. That's number one. Number two is that the person in the JLP debate can't possibly be the same person in the charges you're claiming because, well, they don't.
Wait a minute, I thought it was. I thought that's the reason why you say that's not you is because that is the
same
person.
No, I say it's not me because it's actually just not me. But the funny thing
but you
is,
claimed it was you. You claimed it was you several times.
All of you degenerates are so stupid.
You told Nicholas Whitmire for months it was you.
In such a rush. No, that's not what happened. Nicholas is also lying.
I forgot. Nicholas fabricated all those emails you sent him.
Well, there's a lot of emails, and some of them very well could be fabricated. And by the way, Nicholas has been known to do that, so that shouldn't even be a surprise to you. All right, you dirty rat roach faggot. You want to talk about proof rage? You want to talk about evidence? Okay. You really think these three people look the same? You got to take your pick. Well, you guys do. You keep pulling this guy, and you keep comparing this guy to this guy, and they can't be the same people. They're basically the same weight. They don't even look the same. They don't even have the same facial structure. And you guys keep going on about this, and then you have me here doing the face reveal that Nock keeps challenging me to do, which has already been done. But he needs, he needs more than the time that was allotted for doing it. He pulled this last time. He said, show your face. I showed my face. He lost the argument. Bunch of people were like, oh yeah, that's definitely not Smokey. And then he just kept doubling down. And he only doubled down recently because he got exposed as a degenerate scumbag that supports the abuse of children, both in policies and practice. And so the only thing he can do is try to distract from this argument, showing that he's a disgusting monster who promotes disgusting things while claiming to white knight opposite. And this is what the big fuss is about. These two people don't even look alike. You guys got to pick which threads of evidence you want to claim to follow. There's a bunch of stuff that was put out there. Oh boy, here we go. Look at this. Face recognition.
Oh my gosh. Is this guy willfully being a retard now? Is he doing this on purpose? I think this is just an act now. You know what? Remember when I said I would fight him?
Retarded of the highest order.
Remember when I said I would fight him? I wouldn't.
And by the way, all of this is just a distraction. Rage cannot defend the fact that he's a disgusting, immoral monster. This is all a distraction from the argument that has exposed him that he can't refute. All of this noise, all of this assumption, all of this bullshit, because freaking facial recognition.
That's like James Ulrich. It's like James Hetfield looks like the Cowardly Lion. Come on.
I'll tell you what. I dare Rage right now to tell me what program he used. Was the program called Thicky?
No, what he did, he used one of those programs off of Facebook that tells you what star you look like.
Thicky. And you know the funny thing is here's me. I don't even look like either of these two people. This is what all the stupid goddamn fuss is about. What a retard.
Well, I'm just fine. I'm glad that Nick showed that he was a violent, unstable individual.
He was.
I wonder, does that
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the freak out at the very mention of me having an after show for the debate?
I know, right? He actually did a whole response video. I think he called it a debrief.
We got to see that.
By the way, I wonder, does this make CJ Cox qualified? Because if we're all supposed to be unqualified, Nick can't control himself. Wouldn't that transitively mean that CJ's unqualified?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I mean, there's lots of things I would come up with to call CJ disqualified, including his fatalism and his perversions of blasphemy.
Well, yeah.
God. I don't know. I don't know if I would go with the automatic chain of evidence simply by transitive property.
Oh no, but I'm looking at it from their contrived standards.
Oh well, then yes. Then yes, he would be disqualified. Yes, if that's.
You understand?
Did you see Kevin Blah say to Satanist Sam, "God bless you, sir"? Did you see that?
Yeah. Well, the problem is, which one do you mean? Sam thinks he's the true light. He thinks he is God, a God. He thinks that there are multiple gods. So, which one in the schema? You have to clarify.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, Kenny, we can hear you. Go
Hello,
ahead.
Kenny.
Speak
Oh,
away.
no, I was just testing my
So the point is with Rage, the point was that none of this happened with any of the claims about him and his nonsense until after he did that stream attempting to slander me based upon Thick Shades horse crap. And this is when it started coming out. We said, okay, you want to say assumptions and slander and online internet rumor equals fact. Okay, we'll play the same game with you and see if you like it. Now, he lost that game, and now he continues to come in and complain about it. He tries to pretend that like he was the one that was offended first. He went and tried to attack me and slander me and sled all that rumor I think several weeks. In fact, I remember because I was talking to you, Kenny, about it too. But he actually pulled that a couple weeks before even the ice cream cone meme even popped up, because the first one that said it was John Grishala. And John Grishala said that after Nock was doing his streams about me. So Nock brought this on himself, and his own standards that he used as judgment have now been used against him. And now he doesn't like playing the game that he's lost. So now I can bring him back in, just so he doesn't lie about the narrative and tries to change the history, which he's off to do because he has a crap
I think
memory.
it would be Switzerland between you and Nock, because I don't have all the information, and it wouldn't be wise for me to chime in. Be honest. Okay.
Well, if Rage's standard of evidence holds true, he abuses his daughter.
Can I ask a question?
Because there's an internet accusation that exists, and accusations equal fact, rumors equal fact.
Can I ask a question, Smokey?
That's Rage's standard.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
So, was the Reading Rainbow Ronnie stream that you did with Will Kincaid before or after the accusations against you came out?
I think it was after.
You are wrong, and I can prove it. I won't do it tonight, but I will prove it.
Okay,
you are wrong.
Go get the timestamps. Okay,
because you did that stream. I had no ideas about any accusations against you. My point isn't. I don't even really care about the accusations. I have said many times, and I've told you straight up, even if you are the person, you was never convicted.
I'm not.
And we live in a country. You are innocent until you are proven guilty. My thing isn't that. My thing is the fact that you lied about being in the JLP debate, and it always has been. The fact that you are lying about that, the fact that you would lie about that, says you are lying.
Great. You realize that doesn't work, right? If you look at the upload dates on Jesse Lee Peterson's channel for that guy that you were calling Pedo Smokey and Fat Smokey, versus what you see on the charges, it doesn't fit. He could not have been on JLP and charged.
Why not?
It wouldn't fit because he would have been in the jail.
No, he wouldn't. You understand the JLP debate was 2018. The charges came in 2017.
You have to look at the dates of the charges.
No, I have. So you're giving me the Will Kincaid line here. It does not add up. The debate on JLP was 2018. The charges was 2017.
Around about November 2017. But the point is, if he was charged and let go.
You just said it's no way possible that he was on that debate because he was in jail.
Rage,
you just lied. You lied.
No, I didn't lie. Rage, you're one to talk about lying, man. You don't have a very good track record.
Where did I lie?
Oh, we'd be here all night.
Ryan, weren't you the one? Like I've got everything still, Ryan. Do I need to pull
I know what you've got.
I don't delete anything, my dude. I got everything you've ever sent me.
Yeah, I know, Rage. I also know that
I don't delete nothing. Nothing.
So
it's why when Will Kincaid was text messaging me, I didn't see it because I deleted nothing. I have text messages from Matt Powell from 3.5 years ago. Right. So don't sit here. You cannot lie to me, Ryan. I know you. I know what you tried to do. I know how you tried to come on my channel. I know.
Yeah, because
everything, dude.
No, Rage. You don't know your ass from an
Ryan.
orange.
You just need to be quiet. Let the grown folks speak.
Shut the fuck up and mind your own fucking business, Rage.
Hey, amen to that.
Like seriously. So if Smokey's so offended by all of this misinformation, why the fuck are you one of the people that presented this misinformation to everybody here?
Well, have you been putting your thumb up your fucking ass while smoking?
That's an honest question, right? Ryan, were you not one of the people presenting all of this information to everybody? Were you not trying to come on my channel to present this information to everybody?
Shut up, Rage. Have you been paying any attention?
In all fairness, Ryan did come out and say that he had fabricated a lot of it and was sorry.
I was being force-fed. Right. I was being force-fed a bunch of horse shit by Thick Shades and crew.
Bill is so evil.
Yeah, no, Ryan, we hashed this out with Ryan. We looked at his receipts and back channel.
Dr. Kim, you're smarter than this.
We saw what Bill was doing.
You should be smarter than
Andy
me.
was doing. We saw what Rage, he's not going to buy into it too. Kenny knows me personally. And he's not buying into your
I think Dr.
crap.
Kenny might be starting to think about shit because he must be a smart dude. Like he has to be smarter than this.
Guys, Rage, I know.
Well, he's definitely smarter than
you can't be stupid.
Rage, I actually know what the charges are because my wife's a paralegal. She read the stuff that was put up. This has to do with 6-year age difference between two.
Whatever. Have you seen the Jesse Lee Peterson debate?
No. You can't just dismiss that, Ray.
I've literally said I don't give a shit.
Going back to the JLP.
I care about the lies. I care about the lies.
This is what I said to Thick Shades.
Was that Smokey saying on Jesse Lee Peterson's debate? That's the question.
I don't know at all.
Why would that matter?
Because you lied about it, Smokey.
So what?
So all of this
why
is
would
true.
that matter?
Smokey, all right. So why does it matter? Smokey, all right. So can I answer?
Okay.
All right. So why does it matter? Right? Because all of this is your fault. Right? You laid out those breadcrumbs. It's laid out in Nicholas Whitmire's emails. You laid those breadcrumbs out for me. You're relying. Why are you? Can I finish my answer? Can I finish my answer?
No, because you're literally relying on me to finish my
answer.
Hush, child. You're relying on
finish my answer.
Whitmire's admitted to being a wife beater, to being charged with domestic.
So what does that have to do with the emails that Smokey sent him?
Because you're relying on information from a fucking domestic abuse.
Emails from Smokey Saint. That's what I'm relying on. I have Smokey's email address. It's the same.
Are you hearing this crap?
Gosh, why do they let
Smokey has emailed me several times.
Hey,
yeah,
Ray,
I'm aware of that, Ray.
All right, so can I finish my answer?
Or anything he said.
Can I finish my answer? The emails that Nicholas laid out that Smokey Saint sent him lays out that Smokey Saint put out breadcrumbs for me to find the Jesse Lee Peterson debate, right? So, but in order to test that if that would work, Smokey lied to Nicholas for months. Because if Nicholas believed it, I would believe it.
I lied about.
So Smokey Saint put all these breadcrumbs out to lead me to the Jesse Lee Peterson debate. All of this shit is Smokey Saint's fault.
Even if that was true, it still doesn't connect.
The emails lay it out plain as day.
I would.
Again, even if that was true, It doesn't connect to any of the other slanderous crap you guys have made up. Even if that's your one thing you make out, what? Oh, so your big thing now is not whether or not I'm a PP toucher, but whether or not I lied about appearing on some debate? Because it doesn't connect to anything else you say.
The fact that you lied about being on the debate just showed your guilt from the start, Smokey. That's what you never understood.
How?
Because that's clearly you. It is you, dude.
You're a retarded person.
Okay,
nobody doubts it.
What metrics did you determine that, Ray?
I don't know. It could be.
Have you seen the debate? Have you seen the debate? It's Smokey.
No, Rage. This is where you're really fucking yourself over, man. You don't see it.
I just showed the debate today. I just saw the debate today. What are you talking about?
Do you realize that you're going to need more to demonstrate that Smokey is that person than I think he looks like that?
No, I don't care if he's that person. My thing is, he's the person who Justin That's what he lied about. And you Christians should care about that. You should
care. If I were in a position, and I've been in this position before, where you have about 20 odd, 30 odd different people trying to dock drop you.
Let's watch the debate.
Hold on. Let me finish my point
right now. Let's watch the debate right
now. Now he's trying to deflect.
Yeah, total dumb.
When you have 20 or 30
let's see if it's Smokey.
When you have 20 or 30 people trying to dock drop you, I could understand why someone would put some misinformation out there. What? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying I get why they might do that, which, by the way, atheists have done that before. So what? As if that's going to prove anything, Rage. Because it doesn't prove anything, you moron. That's why.
So
Rage, I'm the one.
Show me that.
I'm the one that found it funny that there was a resemblance to someone.
You're the one that admitted it was used, dumbass.
Yeah, and I lied. Like a bunch of things that I lied to Nicholas about, and you, because I don't trust you, disgusting scumbags. And I knew you would act scumbags. I'd given this just the simplest little opportunity, and look at you here displaying your scumbaggery.
You lied then, so how does people know you're not lying now? You're a liar.
It's amazing.
You're admitting to being a liar.
Yes,
you see,
right. I did lie. Absolutely.
You're admitting to being a fucking liar.
Sure.
He lied when you took the bait as well. I think there's culpability.
Are you really a doctor? I'm starting to think you might be a Kent Hovind.
Are you really a raging atheist? I'm just starting to think you're an idiot.
He's an idiot.
Well,
he's a raging idiot.
I am being here. The raging atheist, Kenny, right? Like I'm kind of representing that.
Kenny,
do you realize I just fed your fallacy back to you?
No, Ryan, you realize you're just a fucking idiot, and you're a bitch. You're like the biggest bitch in this room. Like,
Well, I tell you what,
the biggest bitch in this room.
Hey, Ronnie, I tell you what, I'll come up to Battle Creek. How about that? Okay. Since you the one that put you.
I don't know. I don't think I want you. I wouldn't even let you on my channel.
Oh my God! I'm gonna go cry in the corner.
Not allowed on my channel unless you're gonna talk.
I mean, Smokey, he tried. Smokey, he tried. He wanted to come on so he could slander you, and I didn't let him.
Rage, do you realize that I had people that were I had people making fucking death threats against me during that time? You didn't know that, but you know everything because I know everything. I'm the Rage Karen.
Who was making death threats against you?
So I told
Bill Cuthbert, a guy you probably don't know. I'm a good Ryan content.
Wait a minute, Ryan. Wait. So you're trying to tell me that they were making death threats for you, even though you were like on their side and going around saying all the things they wanted.
Do you have any? You don't know these people.
Do you understand that makes no fucking sense, right?
That makes perfect sense.
Hey, Ray, these guys are lunatics, to be honest.
Do you have receipts that they were giving you death threats?
Yes, I've given them to Smokey before.
Well, show them. Let's see.
Smokey, you still got the death threat he sent to you?
I'm gonna have to go digging for it.
Well, did he send it to Smokey? I thought we were talking about you, Ryan.
I didn't record. I didn't.
Oh, you got all these death threats that you had.
Shut the hell up and let me talk.
Well, you're
in my Facebook Messenger. I showed him before.
Now you're talking about. I'm trying. I think I've seen the obscure threat that Smokey showed me about Bill before.
Moron, good lord!
Ryan, are you claiming a death threat that Smokey got? When you just told me you got a bunch of death threats?
Are you fucking stupid? I'm trying to establish.
You're the one that's stupid here. You just
you're not actually listening. You just keep over talking, and you can't.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The death threats came in various different ways. Some were by implication. Others were more direct. I didn't record every phone call that I had with these fucking stupid idiots, but some of them came that way. And I didn't.
Too bad I got every conversation I have with you, though.
What the fuck is it? How does that have anything to do with what I'm saying, Rage?
Because you're like a bitch boy that's sitting here trying to be something he's not. So and I have the receipts, but I probably won't release them because I don't usually release private messages. But I don't know. You're kind of a bitch boy, so I might.
A bitch boy. Well, I'll tell you what, Ronnie. I'll be happy to flag your ass down.
Wait a minute. You don't release private messages, but you release private information on Will Kincaid's impending child. Can you make that?
It wasn't private.
Yeah.
No, it was on his wife's Facebook page that wasn't private at all.
Okay, so someone
according to your reasoning for why you showed my daughter,
who his wife was.
Why are you mad?
And then you went and stalked his wife.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Can you make that?
It wasn't private. It wasn't private.
Yeah.
No, it was on his wife's Facebook page that wasn't private at all.
You don't release private messages, but you release private information on Will Kincaid's impending child. Can you make that?
It wasn't private. It wasn't private.
Yeah.
No, it was on his wife's Facebook page that wasn't private at all.
Okay, so someone
according to your reasoning for why you showed my daughter,
who his wife was.
Why are you mad?
And then you went and stalked his wife.
Yeah.
I didn't stalk his wife. Told Will that, and I said all that shit for 8 months, and I revealed it honestly. I'll be real for a minute. I revealed it honestly because Will Kincaid, me and Will Kincaid.
That actually is good information.
Straight up fake as fuck. But the reason I revealed it, Will Kincaid was stalking his wife and shit, and he wanted to know if simply sent me.
Are you sure about
Will's wife's Facebook page and said, "Hey, look whose Facebook page isn't privated," because at the time that was the excuse for showing all of the shit, right? Smokey was part of it. It was because I didn't private my Facebook page, so you guys showed everything, and you said I gave you permission, but it wasn't privated. That was the excuse. So I just want to clarify.
No. You invited.
I'm just telling the truth here.
The world to it. No one.
It has been spoken that somebody sent me an autopsy picture.
Shut up!
I'm clear.
You can go in the back. You shut the fuck up. You're not going to come in my stream and lie. I'm not going to let it. You can clarify. You're not going to come in here and lie. You stupid, disgusting rodent. No, you invited the whole wide world to your Facebook page, on your channel. No one ever invited anyone to Will Kincaid's Facebook, or certainly not to his wife's. Your argument has no legs, much like your disgusting, rancid, rotting frame.
All right, so we have spoken about this before.
You invited everyone there.
I invited people to become my friends on Facebook. Smokey, you just made a claim. Smokey, you just made a claim. Let me respond. All right, so I invited people to come and friend me on Facebook because you were saying my real name.
No,
now, Smokey Saint and Will Kincaid, and
that's what I saw first,
blasted my Facebook profile all over their YouTube channels. And in the process, I don't really claim that Smokey Saint doxed me. I claim that he tried. He tried to dox my workplace. That's played out live on YouTube. I don't even have to really argue against that.
You do know that was a joke.
They say it was a joke. They say it was a joke. It wasn't a fucking joke. But he tried to dox me. And me inviting people to friend me on Facebook does not invite you to blast my Facebook page on your YouTube channel.
It absolutely
does not invite you to dox family
does.
members of mine by blasting my Facebook page on your YouTube channel. I did not invite you to dox my family members. I did not invite you to dox the fellow YouTubers that I have as friends that were on my friends list with their pictures and their real names. I did not invite you to do any of that, Smokey. You did that. You did it. And that is where you got the picture you've been showing all night of me, quote unquote, French kissing my daughter. When I wasn't French kissing my daughter, I was pecking her on the lips. I had it on my Facebook banner. I had it on my Facebook banner, you sick fucking pervert. You are a pervert, dude.
No,
you're a pervert.
You're the pervert perverting your daughter.
You are a pervert. That's my child, you sick fuck.
Yeah,
that's my child. And that's why I want to compare. I want to compare records. I just want to see you don't have any sexual deviancy on your record because I don't have any on mine. You little bitch. You little fucking bitch. And I show my face. I show my face.
Smokey.
My name. Everybody knows my name. You can fucking look at me. Can you look at this fucking bitch? And if you can't, stop talking shit. And Dr. Kenny Rhodes, I thought. I didn't think because I've always known you were a troll. But you're one of the biggest bitches too.
You don't even know. You not quite know what you're saying there, Knock. I actually just said, but you were over talking.
I think you're a fucking cultist, dude.
Okay. Ray,
you think really all Christians are dumbass fucking cultists? What the fuck does that mean?
Let me say this, Ryan, because Ronnie's actually wasn't listening. I actually said there was nothing wrong with your display of affection to your daughter.
Absolutely. Sure.
So you should really judge me fairly, please, because I have defended you and I've gotten flack for defending you because I actually like you and I identify, as a father and the love for a father has for a daughter. I've never been behind this. Never said I.
That's true. Actually, from day one, Kenny told me that it was gross that it was being said. He did say that. That's true. I'll vouch for that. That's true.
Hey, would you look at that? We got 3 swordsmen in the freaking.
And by the way, that never would have come up in any real regard if Nock didn't play his antics. The whole point of it was using his own standards against him. And then when he decided he lost that battle, that's where he decided to have this whole big trigger fit because he can't win these wars. If he ends up having his own standards,
it's all cool.
If he ends up having his own standards used against him,
it's all good.
That's the only way he wakes up and realizes what a scumbag he is. That's the only way it ever happens.
I'll still defend it. The truth,
I'm good with it. I'm straight.
I don't take sides. I believe in the truth. And let me reiterate it. It was wrong what they did about your expression of affection to your daughter. Perfectly normal. I think they did.
By the way, Smokey, if you look at
I do appreciate that, Dr. Kenny. And that's all I want. Smokey, I don't care if that's you. What I care about is
debating the rumor about Smokey being a pedophile too. So
JLP,
you know what I'm saying?
But I'm a bitch, right? But Ray just sold out his fellow atheists. But I'm the bitch.
So
I didn't sell out nobody. I didn't sell out nobody.
Okay, hold on. I've been quiet. I've been trying to.
I didn't sell out nobody. Talk shit about me, and I kept my integrity. A person, the moment when Will was telling me about somebody that was physically, supposedly, a person talked shit about me, but then in a moment when Will was telling me about somebody that was physically, supposedly, according to Will Kincaid, came to his wife's work. Concerned, and I'm a human being, and I wanted to, tell him no.
Let me respond.
That wasn't the person that gave me the information.
So let me respond about the lying charge that Rage has because he's right. I did lie, and now I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't remember and he has a poor memory. So I'll reiterate it for all of you exactly why I lied to Nicholas Whitmire. It's why I start many of my relationships with, especially online, with some form of fabrication. Generally, I will give someone something that looks like an opportunity of leverage. And I've done this with most people that I've had private interactions with on the internet. I give them a little piece of tidbit of information.
By the way, I passed the test.
Kenny did pass the test, which is why he made it into my. Actually, so did Ryan.
I did too.
Right, and so did Blaze. So each one of them was given a tidbit, a fabrication, something that they could have opportunistically attempted to leverage that would have quickly been shown after the fact that they were the ones getting caught if they tried to use it. And so I've done this with multiple parties. In fact, even several people recently on Discord that want to have personal interactions and conversations. So I give them a bit of information and then I see what they do with it. Now, some of them run with it. They prove themselves quickly not being trustworthy. And so then I pick them out as frauds and someone most likely in accordance with Romans 1 in possession of a depraved mind, probably a fraud of the faith and not someone I want to put any confidence in. So, and this is me having gone through a long life of lots of trials and difficulties with people claiming to be a member of the faith and then demonstrating later on that they actually aren't because they have no ethics or morality. I actually learned this tough lesson the first time in seminary. I had a best friend and a confidant that I was revealing things about myself to, just in full disclosure of the desire to be sincere and to have communion with people and admit things that I thought would be good at bringing communion and a sense of camaraderie and exploring testimonies with each other. That person then used that testimony, that information handed to them to go on their own slander campaign against me. And that was the first time I learned that difficult lesson to not simply trust people based upon a claim to the faith, but until they actually demonstrate it through some sort of test. So with many people, I will give fabrications at the first interaction or the first bit to test their morality. To test
that's actually what they do at government agencies.
I mean, Smokey.
Like Bart Lazar, I think, talked about how they given misinformation when he went to Area 51, because you only know that a trustworthy person won't run with hearsay and gossip.
That does not justify it. Exactly. So it wasn't like you just lying to Nicholas to see if they're worthy.
I'm glad
you lied according to the emails. According to the emails, you lied to Nicholas to see if I would fall for it. But outside of that, I do want to clarify. Because a lot of misinformation about this has been put out. Sassy Heathen did not send me any autopsy pictures.